Wearable technology is perhaps the most prolific trend in the tech industry today. You probably wouldn't have guessed that the tech behind wearable computing devices finds much of its history in attempting to cheat casinos. Inventors built some of the first wearable in the 1960s and 1970s to count cards and improve a gambler's odds at the roulette table. From there, working with wearables remained a small-scale field. Aside from the explosion of calculator wristwatches in the 80s, wearable tech saw little change in terms of consumer devices. The technology was admirable, perhaps, but not practical for the consumer and certainly not user-friendly. When things finally caught up with our science fiction films a few years after the turn of the millennium, we started to buy into it. Because the boost of well-being, consumers became interested in fitness-related products. Now, fitness wearables are widely used by a large population. How do fitness wearables work? Sensors are located on fitness wearables to monitor your motion. These sensors measure the acceleration, frequency, duration, intensity, and patterns of your movement. The data obtained by the fitness wearable can sync to your computer or phone in order to store data collected during that day. Additional sensors include a gyroscope, GPS, magnetometer, and barometer. The gyroscope identifies what type of activity you are performing. For example, biking or swimming. The GPS is used as a location tracker. Magnetometer determines the direction of your movement. The barometer measures altitude, which is great in measuring the number of stairs climbed. Fitness wearables have two main categories: fitness tracker and smartwatch. Functions of the fitness trackers vary depending on the type of wearable the customer purchases. All-day trackers are simpler in function and most often measure steps taken, stairs climbed, duration of exercise, calories burned, calories consumed, active minutes, and sleep time. While the training trackers include everything that all-day trackers provide, plus additional features. Training trackers function to include a heart rate monitor, calorie counter, perspiration level, temperature of skin, heart rate, breathing patterns, miles traveled, speed, pace, route, swimming pool lap times, altitude changes, and music controls. Smartwatches can sync with other smart objects. For example, it can sync with your smartphone. Other features include in the smartwatch are reading emails and picking up incoming calls. The fitness wearable applies game mechanics and game design techniques to engage and motivate people to achieve their goals. The recent technology has made the gamification of the activities easier to track the user's spending and automatically deliver personalized rewards to loyal users. Some fitness wearable applications offer a reward program to encourage the user. With the smartwatches and fitness band, the smart clothing is able to be purchased on market by 2020. There is one company based in San Francisco that already offers smart full body suits that are covered by sensors to track all of the physiological data from a user's body and send the data through Bluetooth to a mobile app. Traditionally, people relied on personal trainers for feedback on form and motion. The fitness wearable is going to advance business model to deliver the analysis of the data from exercisers digitally. Companies like Focus Motion are building products that connect with fitness wearables to automatically track motion and give real-time feedback. Since the percentage of consumers having a smartphone increases gradually, every fitness center should have its own mobile application, as common as websites have become today. And the mobile application will have great integration with a variety of other technologies that users utilize on a daily basis. Design, algorithm, and integration are three essential parts for fitness wearables. Most of today's wearables come with sensors to track movement in every direction. The sensors inside each device aren't perfect at measuring what you're doing. They all use slightly different algorithms to translate the raw data into actual statistics. For example, your tracker might dismiss a small movement of the wrist and not include it as a step. But how small is too small? Different devices will have different thresholds and thus bring back unique readings. The algorithms used by each manufacturer aren't made publicly available, as each one likes to keep a lid on the secret sauce they use to get the best and most accurate results. But the more sensors and data points used, the more accurate the results are likely to be. One of the most well-known tracking platforms out there is Motion X, which you can find in Nike's running apps or the latest Swiss smartwatches and other devices. Its developer, Full Power, uses more than 100 specialist engineers to tweak the accuracy and effectiveness of its software. and the company has invested more than $50 million in the development of next-generation algorithms. The design of the fitness wearables range from wrap around your wrist to dongles that clip onto your clothing and can be more comfortable to wear. Some of them are with touchscreen and some are with built-in LED display. The stylish look becomes part of the concern when young customers make their choice. The most recent study found that the top error rate accuracy is 9.3%, while most other bands fell in the 10 to 15%. Fitness trackers integrate GPS tracking and heart rate monitor as motivational aids rather than scientifically accurate monitors. The Jawbone UP3 claims to be the most advanced activity tracker known to man due to its tri-axis accelerometer, bioimpedance sensors, as well as skin and ambient temperature sensors for resting heart rate monitoring. Continuous heart rate monitoring technology is still in its infancy, but it enables users to track a wider range of sports, as well as gym work much more accurately. The UP4 has added the paying method to the band so people can use it as a mobile wallet. Reports that came out in 2014 from PricewaterhouseCoopers show that 1 in 5 Americans own a fitness wearable, but only 1 in 10 wear it daily. Fitness tracker is dominating the wearable market. According to the Consumers and Wearables report conducted by the Connected Intelligence Wear Practice, 36% of fitness tracker owners in the U.S. are aged from 35 to 54. 41% of this group has the average income more than $100,000, and 54% users are women. As for smartwatches, they have different target consumers and fewer users comparing with fitness trackers. 69% of smartwatch owners are teenagers from 18 to 34 years old, and majority of them are males. Compared to the fitness tracker users, smartwatch users have much lower income. What makes the big difference? According to the research, 50% of the U.S. population does not wear watches, and many people are separating watches from fitness trackers. The young generation is willing to try new things, which makes them become the main consumer force in the smartwatch market. The smartwatch users are expected to grow rapidly over the next few years because of the integration of functions included in the fitness tracker and adding other functions to meet everyone's needs. Asia Pacific and North America areas are expected to become the biggest consumption market for smartwatches, and China is going to be the main buying force. This is just the beginning of the fitness tracker era. Because technology is growing at a fast pace, who knows what is next to come?